21 size.
Yeah, but the small print has the whole entire thing. You want to look for it, or you want me to give you this?
I'll take that.
There's only the front, not the back.
I got one of these already.
Alright,
Yep.
get the BeYou. One is ours.
Yeah, BeYou is
What's
a
up,
dialogue,
people?
not a monologue.
Okay.
What's good?
Everybody's live. Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah, that's live. Okay.
Instagram is not live. I'll
Yeah,
take
we
that.
live. Oh, Instagram's not live.
I want to do that in a minute. Alright, you're going on out after this.
All right.
Wiz, so you can just shout them out one more time.
Huh?
You can just shout them out one more time. Thank them for coming.
Yeah.
Then
Okay.
don't forget, shout out Wiz.
Huh?
Shout out
for Red Spice.
Red Spice
Yeah.
Water, Red Spice. Yeah. Oh, ready to rock?
Hold on. I'm on the station.
What is that there?
That's me. I'm trying to.
You know the volume?
I'm trying to turn it
What's
off.
going on? Turn out the volume. You get like next to stuff in the background. Ten seconds, rock.
All right. What up, Tamika Corey? What up, Tamika?
What's up, Tamika? What's going on? I went to school with her. Okay? What's up, Facebook? We about to go live on BeYou Nation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You already know it's your boy Rock. I'm sitting here with my man Wiz.
I'm saying Rockman did it. Rock was in the building.
It's live on the radio.
You know what I'm saying? What's good?
It's going on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
DNAradio's live.
Yes.
That's right. What's good?
DNAradio.net presents BeYou. It's the BeYou Nation with your boy Rockman. Again, like I said, it's my man Wiz right here.
That's right.
All right. BeYou is a live interactive radio program for our brothers and sisters within our SGL or same gender loving community and the gay LGBTQ community. We are here to help support and uplift our brothers and sisters in the SGL, same gender loving, and the download communities and the LGBT communities as well. Be you and always be true to thyself. To be true to yourself takes courage. It requires you to be introspective, sincere, open-minded, and fair. It does not mean that you are inconsiderate or disrespectful of others. It means that you will not let others define you or make decisions for you that you should make for yourself. We are human beings who have a life, not a so-called lifestyle. BeYou is not a radio program that gives away any of our same gender loving or download intimate secrets within our community or anything else of that nature. We are not a tell-all program like Wendy Williams, TMZ, or what was the name of the other one?
Say page 6.
Page 6. I never even heard of page 6.
Post, New York Post.
But anyway, like I said, you can call us live. Like I said, before I give out the topic of what I'm going to talk about this week, the live number is 917-727-8020. Again, that number is 917-727-8020. What's going on, Philip? What's going on, Bernard? But anyway,
So Rockman, I just got to do a couple of things.
all right.
First, I like to say happy birthday to Red Spice daughter. You know what I'm saying?
Happy birthday,
You know
daughter
what I'm saying?
Spice.
Shout out to Red Spice. I'm about to say little Red Spice. And I like to thank, Bernie Madoff and Lady B,
What up, Miles? Yes.
Kane Green, and HINC for, coming through the building for my debut show for One Night Stand. I'm saying thanks to everybody who supported. Thank Rockman for in the building with
Yes.
quick questions and all that. Shout out to DNA. Thank you for giving me this platform. And, I'm just going to let you rock your show.
Happy to be here. What up, James Atkins? Again, yes, it was definitely a pleasure to have, those individuals here, those artists. I definitely want to spend time getting to know them and, definitely help support their things. I want I want New York to be glorious again, especially when it comes to hip hop, man. My generation, I guess we kind of started it, but I grew up with it. So, what up, Beatrice? Anyway, let's get
Lady
this
B in
party
the building.
started. Anyway, today's topic this week, y'all remember what I said? I touched a little bit about it, but this week is fully about self-love. Basically, you'd be surprised that within our same gender loving community, that not many people have it. You know, so self-love is kind of hard to have, and I'm gonna touch on a couple of subjects, pertaining to that. What up, Trey? Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for your support. And again, at any given time, if you don't want to use your voice, you can always type in the chat, and I could definitely see your questions, and I'll definitely address them to put some of the beautiful mindsets out here. So hopefully, we could be, like I said, we're a dialogue, not a monologue. So please let us hear your live input and your comments. All right. Again, all right. I'm gonna get started. Today, I'm talking about self-love. The first one is going to be: Are you enough? Do you give power to the guys you find attractive, or for fear of rejection? Can you date or spend time with another with no feelings attached, without having sex? Will you lie or fake a smile just to get your way? And if you're a top or a bottom, is anal sex or penetration a must? Do you have to have
Yeah, please.
it? Do you believe in gender role specifics when it comes to sex? Um, Open relationships versus friends with benefits. I don't think we did something like that before. And then
Repeat
we have
that one.
open relationships versus friends with benefits.
He got DNA. This the proclamation. Please.
Yeah, one second.
Proclamation, man.
And last but not least, we got self-esteem, self-worth, and confidence. Now I'm going to give you guys a little, second to, digest it. But I'm going to start with the top. Are you enough? All right. Often, what up, Caltes? What up, my man? We got DC in the building. Yes. Are you enough? Basically, we're on a dating circuit. We go to a social setting, a club, a bar, etc. Even a gathering, like a party, a house party or something. All right. Now, when it comes to approaching, you would be surprised. You'd be surprised at the level of, confidence that people have about, do they feel that they're ready to be on that level? So let me hear some of your thoughts. Do you believe that you are enough to pursue what you feel like you're looking for? Do you have enough confidence and self-love within yourself? First, let's talk about what is self-love. Yes, I definitely enjoy it. Thank you, Beatrice. All right.
There we go.
Again, what is self-love? I'm going to give you my opinion, and I would definitely like to hear some feedback to see how others feel about what self-love is. For me, self-love is the ability to look past your flaws and what you have within yourself that you may not think that and it goes beyond beauty, because beauty's skin deep, and definitely beauty's in the eye of the beholder. But what up, Ray Clay? Ray Clay up in the house.
What's up, Ray? What's good?
Well, basically, it's really about having good confidence about yourself and belief in yourself, about knowing your self-worth, of knowing that you matter just as well. So, most of us tend to put the emphasis on, if we're interested in somebody, what up, Bobby Porter? We tend to forget about ourselves and give other people the spotlight and put them on the pedestal and forget about ourselves in the process. Now, again, before I really go into, real details, my man here, he got I started reading from this playbook. I'm gonna let him read. I think I started with the friend zone.
Yes.
What you could do, side piece, and friends with benefits.
Okay.
All right, so my man, read the legislation or the Holy Grail.
This is the proclamation from the Baby Shower Crashers.
What up,
Shout out to
Adrian?
Big Easy. So we're gonna read. I'm gonna read. All right, I'm gonna read this. So this disclaimer and everything knows. The friend zone. This is friend zones. This is the rules and regulations now. No evening dates, morning and lunch only. That's it. Morning and lunch only. All dates on islands are Dutch. Birthdays are only exceptions if you choose, and not on the actual birthday. No nicknames. No relationship talks unless it's a promotion out of the friend zone. Get it? Promotion out of the friend zone. The next one, No phone conversations past 8 p.m. and no texting past 9. Okay, 9 p.m. No sharing all streaming service. That means you can't get my Netflix, you can't get my Hulu, and you can't get my Tidal. All right. Vacations are only allowed if it's a group trip, but you could go to an island somewhere. You can go to Coney Island. You can go to, but it has to be in the daytime now. You can go to Staten Island, and you can go to City Island. But just know if you go to City Island, it will be Dutch. All right. No gifts exchange. No gifts for holidays over $20. And I do mean exchange, not a one-sided giving. All right. That is friend zones. Okay, I'm gonna go to the friends with benefits. Family can interact. Vacations are acceptable. Nighttime dates are allowable, but only if it's leading up to something. It's not to be like I need to conversate, you know, I just need a counseling. No, it's only if it's leading up to something. Nicknames are okay. Girls are allowed. I'm sorry. Gifts are allowed. Can can be left with the keys. All right, it can be left with the keys. Y'all, guys, girls, or SGL, you can be left with the keys. Your boo, your boo thing can be left with the keys. Can discounts? Can I see? Okay. Can discuss relationships and personal feelings. This is because it's friends with feelings. All right. I'm not. You want me to read the side piece?
Go right ahead.
All right. The side piece. No dating. Pre-gaming is allowed for drinks and live. Only light appetizers. But okay, yeah. But I'm not going to do all that. If actions is taking place is in hotels, initiated is responsible for paying. I'm saying if you initiate, you paying.
I totally agree with that.
Okay. No vacation getaways are acceptable if you can pull it off. That means if you can pull it off, and it is doable. Okay. No public display of affection. PDA. No PDA, right? Public display of affection. Kissing and passion is. Hold on. Oh, it's only allowed during the time of the action, right? That's it. That affection and all that. All right. No interaction with families or friends unless you'll share mutual friends. That's it. That's the sidekick thing, and that's all I'm going to do.
Again, like I said, what do you call it again? The
Proclamation.
proclamation. That's the proclamation, man. My man Wiz.
Friend zone.
Now again, but back to this self-love. I noticed within our community, we have a lot of self-hatred towards certain images or certain types of guys, or what I'm saying, in this lifestyle. Then we also have the instant gratification. Think about it. We're men. We're sexually active. We have a sex drive. And I get it, what I'm saying, but not everybody functions on that level. So basically, to me, when it comes to self-love, is somebody who has utmost respect and patience for themselves and say, hey, look, I'm good for this, but I don't need to go no further than what's necessary until the right things are put in. So you don't have to do certain things early, and then people realize why relationships fail, because most people rush into things too quick before they actually know what they're dealing with. And to me, self-love is when you take the time to do what's right for yourself before you think about, hey, what can I have for the moment? And again, you won't let nobody do things to you or tell you what to do or dictate or tell you how to love or tell you if if you're not good enough. Granted, if you don't qualify for that particular person, you don't have to break your back or sell your soul to try to please somebody. So basically, you can love somebody, but you shouldn't love somebody more than you love yourself. On top of that, what they said, you can't love me if you can't love yourself. So, but anyway, self-love is also a deep inner love and everlasting faith within yourself to know your abilities and you know your limits. You know how far you can take yourself versus, when you need to stop. And it's really about just knowing yourself. Once you know yourself, then you would know what you stand for, what you can achieve and ascertain versus what you need to leave alone and let go. What up, Keith? On my hand, like I said, it's been tough. It's been a tough road, and I could be honest and say that. What up, Destiny? Um, it's been a tough road, but yeah, sometimes you gotta crack a couple of eggs, what I'm saying, in order to, make it far, you know. All right, but basically, again, the introduction was self-love, and basically said, "Are you enough?" My next one is, do you give power to the men you find attractive for fear of rejection? I believe there's a lot of that kind of going on in our lifestyle too. Well, not lifestyle, community. What up, Cleveland? You want to know? What are my thoughts on getting friend zone? Well, it's a little disappointing, but I've learned over the years because I had practice, and it's hard. Sometimes it is hard, even with some of the females. You know what I'm saying? I find it hard to be friends with females and friend zoning with females, especially if I like them. Being in the friend zone when you feel like, okay, you got the courage to when it goes, oh, let me holler at Shorty, see what's up with her, or even if a dude, you want to, friend zone is, I mean, you gotta learn to respect it. If you don't know how to take that, then do you really know how to say you're worthy of dealing with that person? But Javon, you know, I try to think to myself, okay, at the end of the day, I respect that that's that person's choice. That's the individual's choice. So I try to look into it. Okay, what could it be that this individual wants? So I look at that individual as, they're still going to be attractive in my eyes, and I still think it with the utmost respect, whether I have my chance with them or not. I tend to just basically, I definitely fall back, and I just kind of go to the next best thing. Yeah, it definitely with the vibe, but like I don't. What up, Gerald? I try my best not to make anybody feel pressure because I feel like, at the end of the day, you shouldn't have to feel pressure to, want, what I'm saying, want something from somebody. There's nothing wrong with that. So I don't feel bad for wanting to approach somebody, and even if they reject me or turn me down, like I said, the best I could do is feel disappointed and just move on.
Okay.
Okay, Cleveland said it happened to me. I ain't vibing with it, but she cool though. Yeah, like I said, and sometimes you can actually learn something when you actually do take the time to be their friend. Sometimes you can actually come to a conclusion without that person telling you of why you probably, wasn't compatible or why it didn't, work out for those. You find out what that person was into and what they like. And I think that it's important, it's critical for us to realize, think about it. We are human beings, but we're also animals. We also got to look at the fact of, okay, what is it that this person was looking for that I didn't have? And then, like I said, I use that to learn some of my greatest features and my greatest attributes, which is don't sweat the small stuff. This, like I said, the best thing I could do for myself is focus on the next thing. Plan A don't work, there's a plan B. There's a plan C, D, E, all A to Z. I'm not going to stay still and just wait for somebody to choose me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could pick and choose too. But definitely, I like your way of thinking, Cleveland, man. Thank you for those comments and those good questions. Uh, Again, my question was, do you give power to the people you find attractive for fear of rejection? Would you be okay or yes them to death or, say certain things just to kind of gain favor, and I find myself, believe it or not, I used to do that with women I was attracted to. I used to try to, put myself in that zone like, yo, I like the stuff that she liked, to try to find some common ground. And I realized that was wrong. When somebody told me the best advice you could really do is be yourself, it made sense to me, and that's kind of how I came up with BeYou, because I'd rather be myself, and like I said, I believe in myself, so why would I want to settle for less or be something else that I'm not used to being? Um, Again, like I said, I want to hear some more feedbacks on, would you give power to somebody you feel that you're attracted to for fear of rejection? I definitely want to hear some of the thoughts and concerns. My next question would be, can you date or spend time with another, meaning no feelings attached, without having sex? I totally agree, Cleveland. Yeah, it does make you look weak and uninteresting because, sometimes it comes off rather desperate or hey, you don't feel like you're good enough. And again, when I can honestly say for me, one of my greatest qualities that I have, but I'm also attracted to, is confidence. If you don't have confidence in yourself, like, why are you talking to me? Let's just have a basic general conversation about, okay, the weather or the game or something, you know. But if you're trying to talk to me. You gotta have confidence in yourself. You gotta know that you have the ability to talk to me. I mean, I could say respectively, men and women are like that, especially people within their own rights who know their self worth, their value, and what what they could bring to the table. Um, Again, could you date or spend time with another person, meaning that you don't have feelings attached? Because let's just say you just met. So obviously you just met somebody. You can't have feelings for somebody you just met. So would you be able to spend time with them, get to know them without having sex?
Now repeat that. The one before that.
Um, do you give power to?
No, the other one that's
Oh,
about the sex.
oh, can you date or spend time with another, no feelings attached, without sex?
Yeah, that's a friend.
But I mean, let's just say you initially talked to them because you was interested in them, like that you're attracted to them.
Then they messed up. Something like that. Feeling attracted to them.
Well, you're the person who's kind of looking to trying to talk to this person and see things. And let's just say they do give you time of day. Would you be able to spend time with them without having sex?
In my heyday, I don't know. I don't know how it would have took for me. I'm like, I would try it. There's joints that that dissolved as friends, not because we're friend zone, but it was just like it's just certain stuff you just didn't like. Maybe I was in her cabinet or cabinet and saw something I didn't like. Or no, but really, it depends. Some people's energy, if you're not ready to take and to have that next step, because dealing with that is like emotions sometimes. You don't want to cross that line. Some people just better off as friends.
Sure, indeed. No, I totally agree. Like I said, I learned my greatest accolades from actually being friends with somebody, and I actually see what it was, what we didn't have in common, and why it was kind of difficult for that to be. Even it was sometimes it was just the wrong time, or that person wasn't in the right place, or maybe I just wasn't in the right place. But whatever the case may be, I saw whatever I needed to see to help understand, so I could have a better grasp and concept over the situation without thinking like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Yeah. But sometimes, some people maybe because it's a thing. Like I had a friend relationship with a person I was dealing with. We was always talking on the phone because our time when I was living in the Bronx is like we could never. That's my work schedule was crazy, so we wound up just being friends.
I could have put that in there too. I should have put something about timing, but yeah.
And we was always conversating. We was always remain friends and conversating and always conversating on the phone. So we turned it out to have a phone relationship.
Well, but at least you still put the time to get to know that person. I mean, and it wasn't like you flaked and say, "Oh, since we can't have this and this, then there's no need for us to communicate or, have further interactions."
But sometimes, I still call that dude, didn't want to pick up the phone though. Yeah, I'm joking.
But I felt that way on certain occasions. I'm not gonna say a lot.
So you actually phone zone somebody.
Well, yeah. I mean, for the most part, I would say this. Like again, like I look at it two ways. Like it can either go where we, hit it off lovely. We start off like regular, or it's on the point that like I see certain things and I know what I'm willing to work for, basically. And basically, when certain people step into that zone, I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong for them to do it because you can't help who you're attracted to.
Yeah.
But I just let them know, hey, look, they don't have what it is. Like we wasting time. I would see something and I know, and it's not about like I can't give you the chance. My experience says I did it so long, giving people chances about that didn't deserve it, and for the benefit of the doubt, thinking that it could work out to my benefit, and I just got tired of proving myself wrong. So I say, I'm just going to listen to my gut. When I feel those feelings, I know how I would feel in any given situation.
I just gotta say one thing. So when you saw that number, what you did, you hit it. First of all, you just let it ring out.
I let it ring out.
I'm saying because you hit it.
They know. Because if I just go to the voicemail, that thing like quick.
That. Back day, I mean, I had a house phone, so I just let it ring. It's like
Adrian Lewis says I can date and spend time with someone without having sex, but after a while, I don't know how long that would last. Hey, look, that's respectable, man. Like real talk, like that's kind of how it's supposed to be. So a certain amount of time. I'm not saying there is a time limit because everybody has different criteria as to how much time needs to spend. But when you're with that individual, you would know. I mean, I say like this. I pride myself on saying I like whoever I spend time with to feel comfortable. I don't want them to feel pressured, but I would make them feel so comfortable that guess what? Anything I would want is like they could read my mind. They more likely give it to me before I even have a chance to ask for that. And I mean, it's a gift. I just do my best to try to make sure I could be that. What up, Earl Sanders? What up, my man?
So what's up, everybody? This is BeYou, the Rockman. You can call in at 917-727-8020. Once again, 917-727-8020. All right? Or you can say 8020. 917-727-8020. All right?
All right. My next question is, will you lie or fake a smile just to get your way? Now, again, I don't want to sound, controversial because women could be just as much, but again, I'm just speaking from the fella's perspective because, I am a man, so I need to, but I would say with our genders, like with men, if we see something dope, fly, sexy, that's up to par. I mean, you want to try to see what's good and how good your skill is. I mean, we like predators. You know what I mean? That's not saying that we prey on people, but we on the hunt, we on the prowl. We tend to, and it's not what you do, it's how you do it.
Yeah.
But would you fake or lie to get something that you normally couldn't get under normal circumstances, just for the sake of like?
I plead the fifth.
All right. For me,
but yeah,
the old me, I kind of did that, but maturing and growing kind of helped me get out of that because I took pride and satisfaction of saying like when I seen me doing it the right way, and I got it worked better for me doing that way. So I'd rather do it that way opposed to because I feel like no different than having a job. Like when you have a job, you make that good money, you're responsible, you're budgeting and whatnot, and you tend to feel accomplishment or achieve that you earned something with your hard work and you did it right. You know what I'm saying? That at the end of the day, when you got it, it's like nobody could tell you nothing because you rightfully earned it. Nobody could take it from you. Nobody could make it into something that it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather have that over just, do I have to do this to do that? You know what I'm saying? And if that's the case, I'd rather pick the right person naturally that was willing to give me what I want. And I would stay single until I get it.
Yeah, cause I would say don't pay for nobody's affection. You don't buy love.
Nah.
You can't buy somebody's time.
No. Well, sex you can, not feelings. Love don't cost a thing.
I can't. I can't pay for sex.
No, pride won't let me, but I came close. I said I felt that, but that's a different story. Only because I wanted to bypass the bullshit. You'd be surprised how much unnecessary bullshit you get just from dealing with that shit that's actually readily available.
But then they'll be thinking like they're a working target. Like, so you want me to come over? Everything would have to be. It wouldn't be. So you want me to come over like this? Even though when dudes or women, sometimes it depends on the situation or SGL's situation. Sometimes it's always the person who takes how can I say it? They take from some people. They use people. So in the situation they like, well, I know he want me to come over. If you want me to come over, you gotta do this and that. I don't have no money. I'm saying I don't got no money for the week. Can you just give me money for the week? I'll come over. And I don't want that. You can keep your ass.
Definitely not. That's trashy right there.
I'm saying you can keep your ass home. You know what I'm saying I wasn't like that. I don't got that time and that energy. You know what I'm saying
it's wasted energy, definitely.
I'm saying this is how old I was when I'm saying I used to just put on them and watch my VHS tapes. Don't judge me.
What are you putting on right now?
Huh?
What are you putting on right now?
Well, I mean, no, I don't. What? Look at that, Jeremy. What? Shout out! I was on the road with him and DJ Polo.
For real?
Yes, Freak of the Week. You can Google it, YouTube it. Somebody. But yeah.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What is the topic we're on? I walked in late.
It's called self-love.
Self-love?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the main question we had to ask right now is, will you lie or fake a smile just to get your way?
Chicks is fake an orgasm.
Oh, now that's terrible. That's the only thing I can say women have a advantage over us.
They fake like you're hurting.
What up, Letitia?
What's up? Shout out Letitia. Letitia, you gotta inbox me your information so I can send it to you. The email address.
But basically, I can say a lot of us men are definitely guilty of putting on that charm, that smile, that charisma.
Hold on. You got to be on the outside right now. Come on. I'm saying. Oh yeah.
You
gotta be on. No, but I'm just saying you gotta be on our side right now. I'm saying women does that. Women are the great manipulators. They want. I'm saying, come on.
I'm going to touch on women too. I'm going to touch on the fact of what you just said about faking an orgasm.
That's
wrong. That's wrong. If you're not into it, just stop it. Just
hiding
shut
a
it
pair
down.
Of shoes
shut it down.
That they bought for the husband.
How does same-gender loving?
What up, Mel?
Yeah.
Right. How do same-gender loving males fake an orgasm?
Like, well, I gotta hear this.
I don't know. I've never really been around somebody who faked it. I mean, again, and I don't want to answer that question too because it's too loaded for me.
Well, wouldn't the bottom though, if it ejaculated within them?
Some do because they can feel it, but then you can pretend that you do it. Like, I mean, see, you're gonna make me tell my secrets, man.
Well, let us know as much as you want us to know.
So you faking a smile right now?
You
not even
letting
people know.
No, this is general. We was talking about and when you're in the moment.
No, but I'm just saying.
No, I faked it in the moment just so I could get that moment over with because it was whack. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna tell somebody it's whack. If the only way I would prevent me from having whack or lame sex with somebody is if I could feel it before it be initiated, then I would shut it down. Like, no, it's not gonna happen. Maybe try again some other day or just game over. Like, it's a wrap.
I'm gonna tell you, with women, if they're whack, we would continue the job, and then just like, we would just leave it alone. We wouldn't stop. We would just still like this, and she just whack, and she just like, we would just continue.
But for me, I find it hard. Like when I'm a Taurus. Once I get moving and have momentum, I have to. If I start something, I have to finish it.
I'm good because we can't. I mean, men just can't stop.
No, and that's the thing. Yeah, and if I have to finish something terrible, guess what? My performance will be lousy and terrible too. You would think that, what the fuck is this nigga doing? Like, does he know what the hell he's doing?
I'm like, you be thinking about, damn, did I leave the iron on in the house?
I think I got something burning in the oven.
Did I leave my dresser drawer open at work? Stuff like that. I'm like, yo, shit, I'm supposed to call my man back, man. Shit, he owe me money.
But some of us brothers within the SGL community, think about it, we meet each other at a club or a bar, a gathering, a party, social place, and we want to look our best. We want to be top notch. We want to be able to be in a position where, hey, look, he's worthy. Let me give him a shot. See what it is. So in order to get that, we trying to make up gimmicks or facades. What up, Calvin? So we make up facades. We make up things that we
You did it. So people,
so we tend to make up things to get a favorable response. But here's my point: when you make up a facade or a lie, you got to find somebody to keep and maintain it now. And now you have to. That's always constant pressure because you're not always able to keep up your game. So why lie?
That's what dudes don't learn. I'm saying women is good. They stay on point. Because women will find out they go around and ask 20 questions, and once you switch like a different answer, it's over.
And that's why we gotta learn to start thinking with this instead of our dicks.
Stick to the script.
No, but that's the thing. That's the reason why we say those things. So we're thinking with that. Like, we're not caring about, what do we get caught or we get called out from bullshit because we full of it. We try to run game to get something that we don't have a right to get. I mean, it doesn't stop you from wanting it, But who's to say that it's no different than running a race? Like if you gotta start the race like everybody else, nobody you can't just put yourself at the finish line and like, oh, I ran the race and like leave other people who actually participated in the correct way. I heard a good saying in a song, bad bitches ain't cheap, you better pass them if you're broke. If you don't have what it takes to support her, you might like her, but who's to say you qualified to get her attention where you could take her off the market and have it to yourself? Leave it for somebody else who can do what you can't do.
Some is this on that high pedestal, so dudes be trying to knock them off.
And that's why I actually asked that question.
I'm saying
a real man don't have to. If you have good game, you can just be yourself and run tens across the board, no problem.
Yeah. But so many men be acting thirst. Like, yo, I gotta get this chick. I gotta holler at her. I want her. Get you bad. So they can grab to their boys. And it's not even for them. It's a trophy joint for their boys. That's the thing. That's how dudes get caught up in like this. It wasn't even for them. It's like, then they get caught out there. Then, when it's simple situation, let's be honest. Let's just be real.
Be real.
At the end of the day, she cannot say anything. She can't say, "Oh, he was fucked up. He did this," or even ask y'all. He can say, or she can say. But the word is, I kept the 100. I can't be mad no. At the end of the day, we fucking like playing games.
Now women. I don't know too many women within the same gender loving because I've been in this situation for 18, 19 years, and I don't know. I just don't get along with too many, transgenders, drag queens. I don't want to use the wrong term, but I'll just say lesbians for now, especially the ones that want to, be guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. But basically with women, my biggest thing would be is like, yeah, sometimes they use their gifts, but then I would say it's more custom on a certain level for women to do that, use her charm and charisma, her smile, and a little flirty to get certain things she wants. Sometimes we as men we like shit like that. If she could do that and be bad and know how to, be spoiled a little bit to say like, okay, I want this, and if you can't do this, then fuck off then. And it's not what you do, it's how you do it. But again, my biggest thing with women is how they could fake an orgasm, and I feel like if the dude is not doing it right and you don't feel nothing, like be real. I'd rather you just be real, hurt the feelings or whatever, like set them in this place. So it's almost like having something in your face. You won't tell somebody that's on their face, so you leave it for somebody else to do it. I'd rather you tell me so I can improve myself, not for you, but maybe for somebody else. I just might not,
It depends how much they want. It depends how much they want.
But see, when you're seasoned and you know your value and self-worth, nobody could run that type of game. You men or women, they can try all they want, but I know better, especially about myself, because I know me.
Chicks will try to say something like that. They'll try to run game, and it's like, okay, that's what I'm saying. It's the energy you give them, and and if it's not right, because chicks will know if it's not right. But if they're using you, or taking advantage of you, they'll just get what they want. They'll do it this until they get what they need.
But I'm gonna tell you fellas a secret to find that out. Basically, if you really want to find out if a chick is right and she's with it, the way you test her, you do things on a basic level. Now, mind you, if she's just there to use you, she won't invest in anything on the basic level where y'all would have to be equals and meet and be on mutual playing field. Now, if she's on some unfair shit and like in the sense like comes with a price or some kind of that's when you know that okay, she ain't the one.
Okay.
Same go with the fellas too. It works. We're human beings at the end of the day. But again, just be careful with how manipulative that certain individuals could be to do that. Some of them are smart enough to know ways around that, but that's why I said you gotta learn to beat them at their game. The way you do that is trusting your feelings and your abilities about where you fit in. And if something is not, like I said, it's supposed to add up and build up with each other. If they don't, something's wrong. You gotta start asking questions. That's how women do it. That's how women get us. Like you said, once she finds out certain answers that you would say aren't consistent with certain things, it's a wrap. You're finished. Done.
Once they quiet, it's a wrap. It's really a wrap. It's over. But unless she's trying to get something out of you, she'll keep on trying and act like she's your friend. Hey, then she'll hit you with the hey big head text.
All about the shoulder tap.
Shoulder tap. Like, hey, what's up? What's going on? What you doing? I miss you and all that. All that lies, we was talking about that in the Baby Shower Crasher. Shout out to Big Easy. But we was talking all about that.
I can't. I'm a little hungry.
Yo, word up. We starving. Starving artists.
All right. Adrian said, for me, it'll be hard to be me at all times. And if a person don't like me, oh well. Where one person doesn't like you and your realness, one will. Totally agree, Adrian. Yes. But it goes with the saying, like, what one person won't do, another will do. Yeah. Whatever flaw you may feel you have or somebody else may feel they have may be a blessing for somebody else. Somebody else actually wants you to be that way. And you definitely shouldn't change your way. Again, laws of attraction, we can't help what we're attracted to, but that doesn't mean we have to put up with that particular individual thing unless you feel like it's necessary and you want to be with that person. Then by all means, but a person should want to be fair and make room so that you can exist if you feel like that. It gets kind of sad and cumbersome when people tend to still go for people who just don't. It's not good for you. Like, why would you want to?
Or it's not on their level.
Yeah. Why would you still want to pursue a person that doesn't want you or anything to do with you or celebrate or make room for you to exist with them?
Look, I've dated somebody who was in. She was working in a law firm. She thought she was better than anybody. She was so like this, because when I was living on Webster. She was like, you know what I'm saying? You should move. I'm saying, I hate coming over here. Guys, I'm like, you're living in a tenement building. I'm saying, you're living, like, come on. It's not even like, I'm like, come on. You in Dry's Neck. What the hell? I'm like, yo, what kind of joint is that? Oh, but I don't know. I don't hate coming over here. And so I was like, okay. So as soon as the summer was over, I dumped her. I couldn't do the 6 train.
I mean, was it a hard dump, or did you talk or at least let her know, just instantly cut off, like just fell off the face of the earth? Damn.
I was like 23.
Listen, I'm not completely fit. I've done that too. I hate myself for that because I'm not that. But sometimes that's the only option you have.
Look, if you live in 2-fare zone, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. I'm saying you want to act funny, and come on, I lived on Webster. I had to take, the 41 to the 40. That's kind of dangerous. Come on, you can't do this. You can't do that. That's kind of cold. I'm saying the wintertime get cold, and I was the opposite. You know how the people was like, the wintertime is the draft season.
Mm-hmm.
I was a summer baby. I'm saying you could draft me in the summertime, but after that, it was over.
Well, Calvin has a statement. He says it's a little off topic, but can an open relationship work? If so, how long that relationship stay open before it becomes a problem? Well, Calvin,
that's a good one.
Yeah,
we both want to chime in. Go ahead.
Well, the best thing I could say is
What happened?
The video stopped.
Which one?
The Facebook, Andy Lee.
Facebook stopped.
Yeah.
Let's just go live and let's run it. We ain't gonna share it with nobody.
Where is it?
Go live. Right there.
No. You want to say it, don't you?
That's what I'm saying. It ended. It said done by itself.
It says by itself?
Yeah. I want to do that.
So how do you start up? You trust the page or something?
Yeah.
YouTube is still on it.
Yes.
Yeah, we're still live on my page as well. But basically to answer your question, Calvin,
I want to comment on that.
All right, we got a couple of people that want to chime in. Again, you can definitely chime in. To answer that question, I would say
repeat the question again. I gotta get my.
All right. Calvin says this is a little off topic, but can an open relationship work? And if so, how long that relationship stay open before it becomes a problem?
Okay.
All right. My opinion or my advice for that is it really depends on the two individuals that they make the rules. No different than a regular relationship that's monogamous, I would say.
Yeah.
It depends on the two individual and how long they feel it needs to be for that. And for them to agree, they must have came up with some kind of criteria as to how long it's going to go on. Blah 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 blah. Again, I don't believe in open relationships, but I've thought of it a couple of times. But I said, if that's the case, why not stay single until I find a person who I actually want to be with and actually do the work to be with them?
I'm gonna say it's dangerous because it takes one who will have emotions, being really invested in it, and the other person is not as much invested. So somebody's going to get hurt if you're not on the same level. Because some people say, and this is the automatic line that people say, I can deal with it. You know what I'm saying? When you're talking and when you're doing that pillow talk, yeah, I can deal with it.
Yeah,
You know,
in the
you let them,
moment.
if you being upfront, like, yeah, I'm saying I'm not looking for a relationship. You know, this guy I don't want, or I just don't want to deal with it. That's what happens. Somebody's feelings get hurt.
Is that like friends with benefits? Say you guys are roommates, but you're not lovers, but it's friends with benefits, and you both are allowed to bring in a partner. But the thing is,
That would be more of an open relationship.
okay, so it's an open relationship.
That's what you just said was an open
So
relationship.
you're living together as roommates, not officially married, lovers, but you're roommates. But you still
No, but
Roommates?
No.
DNA, come
listen,
on,
no, wait, let me stop you there, DNA.
No.
Open relationship means that they do have a relationship. They're just open to sex with other people at the same time, whatever the case. But they very much do have a relationship as if it was just them two and nobody else.
You trying to get somebody.
And they have rules and guidelines and protocols. Like I said, I don't believe in it. I've never been in an open relationship, but I've seen people or friends that kind of have it, and those are usually guidelines and the protocols that they tend to follow. But to me, I just can't do it because I'm too jealous and possessive, especially when it comes to sex. Like if I'm with you and I'm having sex with you, no, you're not having sex with nobody else.
So okay, I hear that loud and clear. So the thing is, with the open relationship, and I'm calling it friendship benefits / open relationship. Let's say one person brings a person on Friday, and then the next partner brings another person on Saturday. Now the deal is, you can't do nothing without the other partner. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Like, see, you both are seeing each other. Y'all agree to see other people, but the deal is we always do things together. We'll bring a third person in from time to time. Might be a different third person every week, but the point is we always do a threesome together. It's never without the second. Without the other partner.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes they have open relationships that are like that, and those are their rules. Again, they came up with those rules themselves. But then I've seen other ones where they could do things together or they do their own separate thing. Like, and I've been, let's just say when I was single, I was kind of somebody else's piece and they told me they had a lover. And I was like, what? I was like he should be the guy for you. Like, what is, no, we have this. I said, look, that's not for me to question, but guess what? Just like you did, that was the last time they heard from me. The only type of person.
Was it a one-time thing or was it multiple times?
It was a one-time thing because that's the quickest way to get me to go away is you tell me you have a boyfriend, I'm not interested, and I should be the only guy for you. The only type of person or individual who I would deal with that may have somebody is, and if this is choice, if he's another down low or bisexual gentleman such as myself, and he has a girl, but he wants to mess around with dudes occasionally, yeah, I'll be his side piece, as far as what he wants to dealing with men.
Would he be your side piece also?
No.
Like both side pieces?
No, because I would be single.
So you wouldn't have a boyfriend.
No,
he has a girl.
If I had a boyfriend, like no, I'm dealing with him. I got one person. I'm a one person. Like
I keep forgetting it. So okay. So the answer Calvin's point and question and comment. To me, the ideal situation would be you have these friends with benefits. That's what I'm calling it, right? And you guys would invite another playmate, that's what I'm calling it, to come in once in a while to spice up the relationship.
Wait.
Spice up the fun.
Then they like to bring in some.
I mean, this is
listen, I'm not gonna be nobody's extra or what do you call it, special spice in your spice cabinet. No, if your spice cabinet is bland and empty, it's gonna stay that way. You gotta spice up your own situation. You're not gonna. Suppose
you have. Suppose you have two friends.
Uh-huh.
They're both not really on the down low. They just happen to have a tendency of playing around once in a while. They might have a girlfriend, they might have a boyfriend. And once in a while, three of you guys get together and have fun amongst yourselves, and then all three of you are associates and friends, and then you go your merry way. And then 3 weeks later, hey, let's get together again. Boom, boom, boom.
I'm cool with your situation if they both have girlfriends, but one of them have a boy, or that one can leave. So I feel like that's competing for me.
Okay, so if they both have girlfriends, there's no problem.
Yeah, because she's a girl, she has a pussy, she got titties, and I'm a man, I'm a dude. I mean, we can't compare. So he has her just like I like women for them being women. And when if I have a dude, like he's fulfilling something that a woman can't fulfill for me because he's a dude.
I would ask what that fulfillment would be, but if I get too personal, so I won't.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's one of the.
This is a judgment-free zone. I'm just.
Oh no, I'm not judging.
No, I don't want to get too personal. I'll talk about camera.
I would rather one of our viewers actually ask me that question.
People, call in 917.
What was the question they asked?
The question you just asked.
Let me just get this.
Well, I have an imagination, but
I mean, you could prompt somebody
man.
if you really want to know the answer to that. Just
say it here.
If you want to know the answer to that question you just asked, prompt somebody to ask that question maybe.
But I don't want to put you on the spot. I mean, we're on the same team, so I don't want to put you on the spot. You know? But that's why. So you want the relationship type thing and no third party. Whereas with me, I would say, hey, we're friends, we dibble and dab, we mess around, get together. You bring one person one day, I'll bring another person the other day, and woohoo! That's just me.
If I find you sexually attractive, it's gotta be me and me alone. It's gotta be about me, and I'm making it about you.
But I'm saying, as long as I'm always there, that's what I'm saying. As long as I'm always there when you bring a third person, I have a problem with that. But if you're sneaking around with third and fourth people, they're like, hey, you're cheating. Come on.
I'll be single.
I want to come to the party too.
I'll be single. That's the whole thing. I'm not getting the new, but
I just want to let you guys know.
This is above your pay grade.
I had a threesome with 2 girls, and if you don't pay for the cab, I'm saying
there's hell to pay. Yes.
I didn't pay the cab.
You gotta pay.
Come on, man. You
Didn't I just say? I said I felt like no. She lived in Jamaica, Queens. Come on, I wasn't paying no damn cab.
Spend the night.
What the hell, no?
Spend the night.
That's what I'm saying. Or she went to her friend's house that she came with.
Spend the night, and then in the morning you leave by regular subway.
It was bad.
I don't know. Oh. Look, I guess I was doing the side piece thing. No, I mean, like, no.
Oh, here's something for you, DNA. Adrian just said, Adrian Lewis says, I have tried the open relationship and could never do it again because that makes you feel like you are not enough or satisfied for your partner, and eventually you feel insecure. I couldn't have said it better myself.
I disagree because I've done this before.
Insecurities, then.
No,
here's my
point. It's easier for single people to do it, but someone who wants to commit themselves and say, hey, look, the work and the effort I want to put in, especially when it comes to sex, I don't want to do that with. I can't divide myself into 12 people and do 12 different things simultaneously. I'm only one man. So my energy, my effort needs to go for one person who could actually bring those qualities and those traits out of me. People tend to see things within me, but they don't realize the only way you're going to get me to be that or function on that level is be actually somebody who I would do the work for. If you're not, it's just a waste of time. Like I said, you're gonna get a rated G or PG-13 movie instead of something X-rated.
So you can't in a threesome. You can't go full blast.
When I was younger and I didn't have that criteria,
You're still young. You're no more than about 21.
No, I'm 37 and I'm proud of it. But no, in my early 20s I did it. That was when I was inexperienced. I didn't know who I was and what I wanted. So I pretty much just went with the flow and did everything. But that time has passed. I've grown past that stage. I've evolved.
And I'm going the other way around. I'm reversing.
No, you're about to double at me. You're about to pass me twice.
No, I don't mean that. I mean not number one. In terms of you're going to a relationship, I'm going towards an open thing.
Again, I don't care for a relationship as far as the love or romance goes. I mean, I'm a romantic individual already. That's going to come if the person who could spend enough time with me could get that out of me. But for the most part, I try to focus on the compatibility, the understanding, the communication, because I need something solid and concrete. I need maturity, and if I don't have that, I can't. I'm not I'm not a fun person to be with. I can be dry, dull, and bland, and trust me, you'll walk away from me before I walk away from you.
So you say you're romantic. Give us some examples. What makes you romantic? Like, what do you do that's romantic?
I mean, I think of random things. Like I could wake up in the middle of the night, run a nice little hot, sexy bath, lit candles, good smelling candles, and just have the whole house.
Hold on. You can't be taking my wife right now.
What?
I'm saying, you talking about waking in the middle of the night and running bath waters. What you gonna be saying? The massage next and all that.
Okay, so it could be a nice thunderstorm, and I'll bring you to the rooftop. We can stand in the rain and just be passionate in the moment type shit, But it depends on who I'm with. It's going to determine what I unearth.
Are you a cuddler?
Oh yes, I am big time.
What's more important, the actual sex or cuddling? Depends on the day and the time.
Well, I would say after a good section, of course, cuddling would be like the bee's knees and stuff, because that helps you get that, like, oh my God, it's like pressing rewind on a video and you can watch it all over again. Meaning that it plays on your head again, like, wow, did you see what we just did? We just created art. We just created magic. We did something fucking awesome and dope.
So
he's talking about going outside in the thunderstorm. Look, I don't want to be that lottery pick that get hit by lightning. I'm saying, I want to get my freak on. I'm like, yo, let's go on to something. No, I'm like,
one of my girls I was dating one time, it wasn't thundering, but it was raining. It was raining heavy though, but it was like, it was almost like a sunshine. It was daytime, like broad daylight. It was like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But like, we didn't have no privacy that we could be intimate to be by ourselves. Even like, we couldn't go at her house because she had too many things going on. At my house, couldn't do it, so we just wanted that alone time. And we just stood outside, like, in the world, like, where it meant anything didn't mean nothing at any given time. And next thing you know, it's like, it was just a moment. It was something like, I'm saying, wow, now I've yet to create that moment again.
Interesting. So being bisexual, do you have which sex is more exciting to you, male or female?
Well, I get two different things. Again, I'm trying not to be too graphic or detailed, but when it comes to women,
but it's not too personal.
No. Listen, kids might be watching. I don't need them. I'm kid friendly, so I don't want them to think that, oh my God, like.
No, adults only, please. Adults only.
Now, with women, I would say one thing I like the most is like if you touch them in the right spot and the lips just quiver, like they just lose their mind, like, what are you doing to me? I like doing that. If I get them in that moment when I do certain things, like I said, not many people can get me to bring out my cane and my top hat.
Join the secret garden.
Join
the secret garden.
The top hat and the cane. I stroll. I do a stroll. Like, what up, Sean?
So
and for men, I would say I just like the energy that, like, a guy. I'm a dude, and my energy to get another dude who you would think that it would take someone of the feminine type to really get their thing, but me being a masculine man, like, to have that energy and that charisma, that testosterone that makes them feel like almost feral, like, and they literally lose themselves, like, in the moment of not knowing what to do with themselves. I just like that sensibility of control of things, and especially after it was good, I literally walk away like, yo, I'm the shit. Like, I done sexed this fool and sent him back home to his wife. Like,
that is so funny. You are funny.
I'm a beast sometimes. But what were you about to say?
No. I lost my train of thought. You made me laugh.
You're going to get all men checked at the door. I'm just letting you know. I'm saying.
I have a lot of questions, but I don't want to get too personal, but you see me a pretty open book, pretty good open book over there, I guess that's how to say.
This is BeYou, right?
This is exactly
BeYou. I'm saying I'm on this. I'm a heterosexual man, so I'm on here. Look, I feel comfortable. Go ahead.
Okay. Don't come back to me.
They ain't hide. Come on. Let it go.
He gotta propagate the words correctly.
Exactly. Thank you. So what are those topics for tonight again?
All right.
Might come back to me.
All right. So far, the topics about self-love. So far, I asked, are you enough? You know, I got into details of what self-love is, what my definition is. I would like to hear other people's definition of what self-love is. Oh, real quick, Sean Toppin just said, I just love exploring bodies and excuse me, and having my partners learn things about themselves from their experiences with me. Yo, I guess that more or less that could be kind of a variation of what I just said about how I feel. Like, yeah, I would love to, get that feeling when it comes to, if I'm with somebody. I don't care who it is, as long as that person is that person who I feel is worthy for me, then know that you're in for a ride.
Does it bother you being a side piece if that was the case?
Only if he's a guy looking for another guy and he has a guy and he think he could get me, like, no, that's a done deal. Like, I should be the only guy for you. The only other person you should have is basically something that I can't be, which is a woman. I would prefer, if I'm gonna mess with a dude, that if he's gonna mess with somebody, like, have a girlfriend, please. And I say that, strongly because I feel like, we're men, we got dicks. I'm not saying that, like, I'm against it. It's not for me. But if you want to use it, you're going to want to use that on her.
I'm just saying, just read this side piece thing. So,
all right,
from DNA again.
All right. The regulation side piece. No dating pre-gaming is allowed for drinks and light appetizers, but in bars, bar areas, or fast food. If action is taking place in hotel, the initiator is responsible for paying the fee. Totally agree. No vacations, getaways are acceptable if you can pull it off.
And that's only if you want to go to City Island, which is Dutch. You want to go to Staten Island, go on the ferry, that you can go there. Manhattan, yeah, you can go there. That's right. Go ahead.
Don't forget Coney Island.
Oh, yeah. No, Coney Island, because sometimes they want to cuddle and they want teddy bears.
I forgot about that. You're right. You're right.
No. Sorry.
All right. No PDA, which is no public displays of affection. No kissing.
Wait, stop. Do you agree with some of those terms, Rock?
If you're a side piece, like, yeah, like, why would I do? You got the main person who's dealing with your emotional side and stuff that you actually get to go home for. Because if that's the case, why don't you leave him or her and come to me? Then you can get all the PDA you want.
See, I don't like the term side piece. I like the term friends with benefits. Whereas, let's say, wait. You need to tell me you can't hang out with your dude friend. You can't go to the movies. You can't go 42nd Street. You can't go to Times Square. You can't.
Well,
34th Street. You can't just chill with your.
Side piece means just, again, it's different for everybody, but to me, side piece means we're just having sex, because obviously the sex is boring in your home, so you come to me for sex.
But isn't friends with benefits the same thing?
No, friends with benefits means that we dated, been in a relationship, the relationship didn't work out, but of course, in the course of having a relationship, we eventually had sex. So we decided to break it off, but the sex is still good. So rather than spend time trying to sex somebody else new, I'd rather sex somebody who I've already been with, and they become, because sometimes you could still be friends after the relationship's over, and that's where the benefits come from, because we're still friends, but now we have the benefits, like, because I don't have sex with my friends. Anybody who's in the friend zone, no, sex is not an option.
Why not? Why wouldn't you have sex with your friends?
What? Then we could have been together.
Oh, like you're into relationships.
My point is,
the best kind of friends. I think having sex with your friends. It's so funny.
No, some people can have feelings.
One of these kids told me one time. We're probably 2 years apart, and he was saying, "You're my friend. We're too close. We can't do nothing together." So that's what I like, having sex with my friends, not with strangers. And he thought it was kind of weird to want to have sex with a friend. I'm like, duh, that's what friends are for. Isn't that what friends are for? Who's that? Dionne Warwick?
Yes.
That's what friends are for.
That's what friends are for.
Not to say I'm too close. You're too close. No.
Well, good.
No, because like I'll say like this. Like, for instance, I got 2 childhood friends that are still my friends to this day. And they know I'm bisexual, but like I would like, they're like my brothers. I would never try to go. I don't. First of all, I don't find them attractive. That's
probably the reason why.
Well, no, but anybody who I usually I don't befriend friends because I don't find them attractive either. Like, there was a friend who I had where we were attracted in the beginning, but then over the course of time, we couldn't cross that boundary, because I wouldn't be saying just because we became good friends, but we focused so much on the friendship that by the time we even thought about trying to initiate that, it was like so far removed that I was like, no, this can't happen. Like,
did you guys like disappear for a while, they come back together, or
No.
they together?
We didn't live together. We were like this. Like we were so close together. People thought we were dating, but we weren't. We were just really good friends.
But I'm saying, would it have been like, let's say, you went, y'all graduated high school, he went his way, you went your way, or whatever, and he came back years later? That's what I'm saying.
I never had that opportunity yet. I would like to see, but as far as I knew, anybody who I went to school with, anybody who I like fantasized or had thoughts about, I never really got the chance to see if it was true or not, or who is or who isn't. So like I haven't. I've talked to friends, but I haven't like physically seen them. Like, and I'm talking about people who I graduated. I graduated in 2000, and not many people had literally seen me unless they like seen some of my updates, some of my profiles, my pictures and stuff. But we never really sat in front of each other. But no, anybody who I found attractive, I never came across that. So I just let it be. Like I don't need to traverse down that realm because it's like what if scenarios, and I'm not interested in what if. I'm interested in the what now.
It was quite interesting having a conversation with one of my associates who will remain nameless. They were telling me that they enjoy older men. Like they're say 23, and they prefer guys in their 60s and 70s. You're going, what?
Wow.
You want somebody in 60s and your 70s? You're in the 20s? I'm going, wait.
Maybe you want experience, and I hate to say this, but like I had sex with plenty of women and men my age, but we just never had a relationship. Well, I've only dated females. I've been in a relationship with females that are my age, but when it came to dudes, as far as the relationship go, most people think I have a thing for older guys. No, it's just that the older men tend to value the very things I value when it comes to being in a relationship, being with somebody. Younger guys, they would either look just as good or hot or dope as me, and I had to play keep up with them, or they want to be, out partying all types of hours a night, like literally 7 days a week. And if they could, I'm like, no, I don't need to live I like to come home and stay home and relax. As much as I could be outgoing, I'm happy being home too. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't spend money when I'm at home.
So that's interesting, very interesting. Now, this individual was saying they're turned on by salt and pepper hair. And I'm going totally the opposite direction. You know what I'm saying? Wait a while. No way. Salt and pepper, never. In terms of turning me on, no way.
So
I always say this. It's a pity that youth is wasted on the young, because they don't appreciate it until it's too old, until it's too late.
Wisdom don't come until you get older and you grow and you live.
Who cares about wisdom? Give me a nice, sexy body.
Really? So you want somebody that's dumb as a box of rocks? No, as
long as they don't steal.
But guess what? Unfortunately, they pretty much tend to have those attributes and be those things.
That's not fair. That's not fair to put all in the same category. It's not fair.
Okay, virtually 85% of them are. Better?
You took a survey?
No, I mean, listen, I only go there because Jada Kiss said in one of his songs. Why do niggas lie 85% of their rhymes? Like, they died, they're not living that life. They're not true about the game.
It's called entertainment, not realtainment.
Yeah, but even with jokes, there's also some real truth behind some of them.
And
Trey
Songz made a song, Pretty Girls Lie, too.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Pretty face. What did Beyonce? Beautiful liars.
Okay, you can take the guys with the wisdom.
What up, Quiz? This is a face I haven't seen in a while. I grew up with this kid. Well, he's older than me, but.
The kid. You call him a kid?
Well, I mean, no, because he's only a year older than me, but he's very based. He just graduated the year before I did.
Oh, okay.
No, but he was definitely a cool friend. And he.
Put his business all out there.
Well, I could.
He just said he was a cool friend.
Oh, he said okay.
Yeah. No, I'm talking. When I use friends, I'm talking about people who know me, who spent years knowing me. We either grew up together and we have a history and stuff like that. Not a date or potential. Who's that over there?
Interesting. So, Rock, you can take the older gentleman with the salt and pepper hair with the wisdom. Just give me a nice, beautiful.
Oh no, I just said as far as relationships go, but as far as sex go, no, I prefer someone my age, somebody who I can spend time with, grow with, and exist as equals.
So you can never be a sugar daddy.
It depends. If I still look like this when I'm 40 and 50, then I ain't gonna be nobody's sugar daddy. I mean, I look too good to be
40
paid.
is just a couple years away, so you look the same, I'm sure. You look the same from 10 years ago. You look no different. You look no different from 10 years ago, except for the beard. You still got the beard, right?
That's it. Yeah.
That's the only thing that's the only thing that's new. But everything else is like you're the same Rock. I don't see no difference.
I mean, I've grown wiser, stronger. You know, I think differently than what I thought back then. But my charisma, my energy, my core, my values are still the same.
Still those sexy. No, like.
Stop that.
But to each his own. I prefer young and 20. I better clarify this young. The people out there going, "You dirty old man." Give me 20. I said 18 plus.
Yeah, I'm about to say, don't you dare say that 18, because that person still didn't get, to know. Yeah,
according to the laws of the United States of America, if they're 18, they're legal. So leave me alone.
To each his own. I can't complain. Hey, you rock on.
Rock on. Rock on.
All right. My next question is: if you are a top or a bottom, is anal sex or penetration a must? I definitely would like to hear some feedback on this. Well, no, that's a part of self-love, because some people feel like they need to be these things for the people that they're attracted to in order to get favor or get that person to like you.
Like I said before, I enjoy being in the company of young people. 18, 19, 20-year-olds. I enjoy their company. I mean, it doesn't stop at 20. It goes up to like whatever, 40, that's it, right? Mm-hmm. But I enjoy being in the company of a black man, or people that look black. Dominicans are black.
Okay.
You just don't know that.
You know what? Thank you for that, Sean. I'm going to read your comment, man. He said, you've grown mentally and physically, but you're the same Rock when it comes to your heart. Absolutely. At my core of my heart, I'm definitely still the Rockman. I'm definitely. But my mental definitely grows. Like I said, with age comes wisdom and experience. And experience, you got to get burned and broken down by experiences, or you can actually rise above it and be better. And I like to say I'm better than I was before.
In terms of what? Wisdom or
anything I do, any of my abilities, any of my traits, my characteristics, if I was 10 today, tomorrow I'll be 20.
Okay. You have some sexy lips.
Thank you.
Can we get a close-up on Rock's sexy lips?
Don't pay DNAradio no mind. But again, the question is, if you are a top or a bottom, is anal sex penetration a must? Do you have to have that? You meet somebody at a club, a bar, a social place, a party. If you link and you click and you guys decide to be adults and be two grown men and engage in some adult activity, does anal sex or penetration have to be a part of the prerequisites?
I think tops don't need that, but I think bottoms do. No disrespect to the bottom. I think that's what bottoms live for. The penetration. I don't think tops live for penetration.
Yeah, they do.
I know.
Well, then you haven't met the right ones. Maybe if you was you brought him back out and they seen that, I guarantee you would see like, oh my God, would you just go away already? Yeah. No, I'm saying that because for real, like we men, we do, like especially we have. If some of us have nice dicks, I'm not, again, I'm not trying to.
What makes a nice dick, Rob?
Quality. The person attached to it, and of course, if you have a respectable amount, like of course nothing is more impressive than seeing something that's like wow, look at that. You might not want it for that purpose, but here's my point. Then why are we men dealing with men if that's not the case? I mean, because if that's the case, I'd rather see a woman naked. She don't have a dick.
No, I mean, seeing a male naked, regardless of size or cut or uncut, is just the physique. What's that? Is it called cores? What's the cores? That split that's right by the, I don't know what it's called. It's like when you see a sexy dude, they have that split.
The stomach is, I think those are called the obliques.
The obliques, that's the word. That is, I mean, maybe women have it too, but on black men, that is like the ultimate beauty attraction.
Now, my question for you is, when you see it and admire that, do you know what to do to appreciate that?
Well, it's not necessarily to have it sexually. It's just admiring it.
That's
like you admire a painting. You don't have sex with the painting. You admire a painting. You admire somebody's lyrics. You admire a beat. You just want to hear that beat again. Hear that song again.
Not just that, but see it move, watch it sway. Like for instance, when you watch a woman with a nice plump firm ass, I'm gonna cover both sides, but I start because like I said, I'm a gentleman. Ladies always come first for me. But it's seen that
Can you be a
nice.
gentleman to a dude?
Of course you can, but you treat men different than you treat women.
Well, since you're bisexual, I guess you can say that. I wouldn't know. I just treat
I
all dudes
wouldn't
the
even
same.
know. I wouldn't know on that end too.
Exactly. So see, two options. He wouldn't know about treating a dude. I wouldn't know about treating a woman. But I treat all dudes the same. I don't treat them any different. The bottom, same way I treat the top. There's no difference. I don't.
Well, yeah, because some bottoms don't like their dick touched or played with.
Well, see, I think you study sexuality more than I do. I study business more. So, because the way you just break things down is like, wow, I never thought of it that way. But you break it down so deep. But I'm like still amateuristic when it comes to sex. I just admire the amateuristic things of sex. You know what I'm saying?
That's respectable. But yeah, there's some bottoms that don't want their dick touched or played with. They think it's a pussy down there. And to me, I say it like this: if you think about getting my dick and you think it's like that, again, unless your ass is like phenomenal or top notch, then I'm sorry, like you just can't work for me.
But why? We need to invite some bottoms up here. Why? I mean, I've had guests, right?
What up, good vibes?
So I've had guests here. I mean, not here. I've had guests at my living quarters. Living quarters, not establishments. Well, they were guests too, right? Or members, whatever the case is. No, I've had, let's say, roommates, right, who were bottoms. I didn't, like I said, I wasn't into this whole top and bottom thing. If you were attractive, you were attracted to me. It wasn't like, let me see your ID. You top or bottom. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that. So when I heard the individual say they don't want their dick played with, and they had a nice, beautiful, big black dick, but they were a bottom, I never heard of such. But then you're just saying that, some bottoms do not want their dick played with. It's like,
just like how I believe that there wasn't such thing as feminine tops, until a feminine top actually hit on me, and it made me feel so uncomfortable because I don't even let masculine guys like rub up on me certain ways or grab my midsection, like my waist and stuff like that. Like,
why not?
Why? It's a line of respect. Like the way I approach
in public or in private?
In public, like if we're in a club or a bar, like ain't nobody gonna sit there and put their hand on my hip or my waist. Like I'm not no fucking girl.
Somebody can't put their hand in your pants in public.
Now, if you put your hand inside the pants, that's a different story. But you have your hand resting on somebody's hip and their waist, like they're a girl. Like, hey, what's going on with you? No, you can't talk to me that way. First of all, I'm like 90 feet taller than your ass, and you try to put your hand on my hip and my waist, like.
Maybe they can't reach your shoulders, so they put it on your waist. But they want to hug, but they
no, can't. But we didn't even establish no basic line of communication for you to even, do that type of stuff. Like, I'd rather you put your hands and grab the dick.
This is a complete stranger.
A complete stranger.
Somebody you're already talking to.
No, somebody who just met me.
2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
And they want to put their hand around your waist.
Yes, and have a conversation with
me. And they're feminine.
Yeah. Interesting. Listen, that type of shit will make people want to fight sometimes.
Well, it doesn't go that drastic. It's like, excuse me, you're not my. The easiest thing to say is you're not my type. I lost many associates because I told me they weren't my type. I didn't know that was so offensive. It's like we were talking about. Remember last week we were at the event with the Gatekeeper Collective.
Yep.
And it was know this, know that, know that. If you tell someone you're not my type, they get so insulted.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was insulting someone. I just was, it's like, but you're not my type.
But then they rather you lie to them or be ignorant. Because here's my point: if I can't speak my truth and tell you, so you know where you stand, you don't waste your time or waste any more of my time, then you know what they say: actions speak louder than words, and my actions are a lot harsher than my words could be. Because if I didn't tell you, I could show you that, hey, I'm not interested. Or
do you actually say it, or you just?
No, I showed them. I
don't say it.
Nope, I just showed them.
But why be rude and nasty?
No, I'm not doing it intentionally. I'm just going to according to how I feel. Because since my words, I would say the words, which would say the same thing, but the people don't want to listen to the words. So rather than use my words, I'd rather use my actions, because actions speak louder than words.
So actions speak louder than words. Now, by saying you're not my type, is that like the ultimate diss, or are there other ways of saying it?
It when it says a diss, it's just that individual takes it like that, because I guess most people aren't used to taking rejection or being turned down. Or turned down is just a better way of saying rejected. But it's always about like just knowing your whole perspective and where you fit. Like I know my limits of what I'm qualified to get versus what I'm not, and that's not saying that nobody can tell me who I can and who I cannot find attractive.
I've never put those limits on me, those boundaries, on limitations.
Here's my point.
And have those limitations on me. I would
Okay.
say if I like it, I'll go after it.
All right, here's my point. If you walked out that window right now,
Walk out the room, walk on the air.
But here's my point. You can't walk, so you're gonna fall down. So my point is, you know that you're not gonna do it because you know your limits. You know you can't defy the laws of gravity. My point is, you would know no different than I know I could pet a house cat, but I know I can't go pet a lion or a tiger.
So you think if you see something that's definitely your type, you're gonna tell yourself, "Oh, I can't get that."
No, I would know because I pay attention, I study, I observe, I see what it is
So
about that
you already
person.
said no before you even tried.
No, I'm processing and seeing these things. I'm looking for a way in. So I'm trying to see what it is, what this person could be possibly into, how they move and do things. Do they have room for me? If I approach this way with this, I'm processing this all in the matter of
But you can also misjudge.
Well, no, let's just say this: 90% of the time I've been right, and sometimes I wish I listened to myself back then before I even knew that. And the thing is, I always had the answer. I just always said no. Let me go there with the confidence. I'll ignore that, and I was like, wow, what I came up with was absolutely right. I just need to listen to myself more often.
And I know part of our opening remarks is that we don't tell secrets and stuff like that. So I'm wondering if I was to make this next statement.
What up, Mo? What up, my cousin? What up, Shannon?
So Rock, I'm wondering if I was to make this next statement, would I be telling the community secrets?
As far as, what do you mean?
Like you just talking about, your limitations of who you can approach.
Yeah.
Where I don't have no limitations. If I see something I like, I have no problem being a man and just talking to it. No. I don't have to be rapping to them. We're just holding a conversation.
No, of course. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about as far as wanting to seal the deal type stuff and go beyond the
But
conversation.
you have to seal the deal on the first day.
No, but
you build a relationship.
I'm seasoned. I can, if I wanted to, depending on who the person is, I can kind of get what I want.
So you want instant gratification?
I wouldn't say that. I want the satisfaction knowing, do you want to invest in that time? Am I worth your time? Because if I'm not, I could go somewhere else.
Okay, you take. I think you take. Well, maybe I don't. How I put it on me. I do not take sex that serious to say, oh, you give me bad vibes, I'm gonna walk away.
No, not bad vibes. I could tell, and I learned this from dealing with women. I learned what women would find me attractive and want to have the time of day. I'm sure most
women would turn you down. What do you like, older women?
No, I like females my age. I can spend time with and actually have life with them.
And they turn you down.
Well, yeah, they have to make me. They make me feel like I gotta be one of these bum ass niggas who don't have nothing going for themselves, or I have to. They want to see how much game I have. So, the first way they're like, oh, I like that. He was cute. He did this. He had a little swagger. Okay, I want to see him try 4 more times before I decide to give him a yes once.
So they want you to be what? They want you to be this corporate America.
They basically, it's almost like they want to see how good your game is. Okay, if this didn't work, let me try another one. Okay, I had this rap, blah, 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 blah. So I say it like that, like, okay, you smooth, you like that. I see you got away with words, you that. Okay, now you want me to try a 4th or 5th time. I'm like, look, you at the first time, if I see that you're not even interested in just having a general basic conversation with me, I'm going.
You do it pretty quick, don't you?
I wish I give up quick. Listen, when you used to females, I looked at a female one day coming home from work, and I just gave her the look like, damn, you looking good before I even could get a word out. Oh my God, what the fuck are you looking at? Get the fuck away from me. I was like,
because 10 guys earlier, 10 guys an hour earlier did the same thing.
What the fuck does that got to do with me? I probably look better than them.
Okay, now do you have the same issues with dudes?
No, I don't even have to try half the time.
That's what I'm saying. It's so much more pleasant to talk to another dude who's not going to give you all that drama.
No, but women, in my opinion, are better in relationships because they're not insensitive. They may have the issues, they might be a little nitpicky and stuff, but guess what? When you have issues and crazy to add the boot, yeah.
The range.
But guess what? When it comes to issues,
wait, I'm getting lost now. You're saying what?
The bad stuff about women.
Oh, okay. Well, we all heard that around the world.
She heard that.
No, but we're all human beings. Nobody's perfect. Men or females, we all have our problems, our issues, our differences. It's just that dealing with both, I tend to learn the differences between what could be bad for men and women. Like I said, the problems I find with women is the approaching part and maybe the nitpicking, and that's about it. But again, I like the fact that they cater and nurture towards the thing. They want to know what's going on in your mind as far as how you feel about things, because women are a little bit more emotional than we are. We're men. We tend to be a little insensitive. We always want to be right.
Are you insensitive?
I said we can be. Not all of us.
Am I insensitive?
I don't know. I've had to spend that type of time to see.
I mean, you've been around me for 10 years.
But not on that level. But I didn't look at you at that level. That's the thing.
I was your boss.
Yes, you was. But you was my.
Wasn't that molest your boss?
No, but you. What? Listen, I thought of that a few times. Well, with other bosses I had, because some of them was like, okay, yeah, wait, Rika is watching. Wait, but Sean says, some people can't read body language or take subtle hints. Therefore, you have to sometimes be more aggressive with the rejection. Yeah, and that's why I don't like. I don't like to be overly aggressive over any situation when I don't have to be. I feel like I say things clear. I speak slow. Sometimes
no, you don't speak slow all the time. When I'm fast, you talk fast to me sometimes.
When I'm trying to explain something that you need to hear, something like this, when it comes to my feelings, I slow down time so you can hit every word I say.
And you make it plain.
And like you said, I break it down. I could be condescending. I could be, what's the word?
Isn't condescending rude?
Well, here's my point. I learned a lot of my life lessons when people were sarcastic or rude to me, and when they weren't around, and then I needed a situation to learn that lesson or to rehash it. I tend to remember some of the nasty, harsh things that I said. I'm like, oh, so-and-so said this. Oh, they was a dickhead or an asshole about it. But guess what? I remembered it in my time of need when they weren't there because of how the message was delivered to me.
And I constantly apologize for what I say in advance. I have to what's the word? Pre-reference or what's the word? I can't think of the word.
Premeditate.
No, is it like a preamble? I got a preference. That's what I have to preference my comment. Now, after all that, I'm losing my thought. Now, okay. Do you have any type of, and I gotta apologize, do you have any type of feminine tendencies in your personality?
I wouldn't say my personality, but maybe my emotional state. And that's not to say that it is, because we're men and women that we have, even women have masculine characteristics and traits, not maybe physically on the outside, but maybe in their persona, you could say. Like the same with men. Like,
well, you're gonna let me lose my thought. You keep going. Now, okay, the reason why I ask that is that if you met a masculine guy like you with very few feminine traits, do you have that same type of energy in terms of you guys not seeing eye to eye?
Sometimes, yeah.
I always seem to have problems with feminine people, with women and feminine guys. Regular dudes who are men.
But that's the problem I run in.
I have problems with that.
But that's the problem I run in with the in our same gender loving community, preferably the guys who identify as gay.
Like last week, that was not a masculine dude I had to deal with. They're very intelligent, but they have so many feminine qualities. I wanted to be like Queen Elizabeth. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what up, Pierre? Oh my God! Wow, I'm seeing some old friends I haven't seen since growing up.
Oh, you're famous, I see.
Well, I mean, I'm loved by the people I grew up with, and I came, they all supportive of me. Even when I worked at certain, supermarkets or grocery stores, like they were always cool, and not just me, but my family. Period.
So you stay in touch with people you've known for years?
Oh yeah.
I've always had different communities. Let's call it, right. Most of the people I've dealt with, I've had like in a 10-block radius. I would have friends mile 1, and then 3 miles later, I have more friends.
Mile 1.
Say it.
Mile 1. That's interesting.
No, it's true. I would have friends over here. Let's just use Harlem for example. I'll have friends on 141st Street. Mm-hmm. Let's call them associates. I won't call them friends. I'll have associates on 141st Street. And I'll have associates on 135th. I'll have another associates on 225th. I've always had friends in different communities.
Yeah, no, same here.
And I don't stay in touch with them to this day. I mean, I've had them as friends growing up, but I don't stay in touch with nobody I've had in the past. All my associates now are probably the last 5 years. You're probably the only person I've known for 10 years I still deal with.
Yeah.
Well, there's 2 people. You and the computer guy. I won't mention his name. for the most part, I don't.
What about my other lookalike? The one that you said that I should get as a host. I don't want to give his name either, but he used to work with us at the Comfort Zone.
Oh, he just. I haven't seen him. I mean, we crossed paths.
And then we
don't converse.
And the one with the glasses, you said he wasn't too people friendly, but he was definitely business orientated, but he just wasn't nice to the customers that came into.
Right, but we don't converse. Mm. You would call periodically.
Yeah.
And I reached out to you for this program, and I could have reached out to those others, but
I'm glad you thought of me first.
Yeah, I thought you picked because you were no, I'm not trying to throw stones at my feminine brothers, but we want a different viewpoint in terms of the same gender loving gay community. Because I'm going to use a guy's name. What's that name? Billy Porter. Mm-hmm. We have him representing the so-called same gender loving. No, I don't think Billy Porter is same gender loving. I think Billy Porter is gay. Okay, he will be proud to put the gay label on him, and there's no disrespect to Billy Porter. We love Billy Porter as a brother, so there's no disrespect to him. How are you, Miss Chalmers?
Hello.
Chalmers in the building.
And she dressed in black. I was gonna say.
All black, like
Instead of men in black, we got women in women in black.
How to the people? Yo, right, I want to lose my thought real quick. Okay, see, yo, Billy Porter, I know you're listening. No disrespect. Walk around in your dresses. More power to you. The thing is this: there's enough representation in white media of feminine gay people, but there's not enough representation of same gender loving masculine guys. That's the reason why we chose you to represent, because you've always been intelligent, outspoken, and wasn't afraid to say I'm bisexual. And
at one point I was. It took me a while, but once I felt that comfortability, I said, fuck it. Like, why should I feel ashamed about it?
Why am I being told that somebody, Nate Ski, are you logging into Facebook in California? I just got a notice from Facebook you're logging in. Nate Ski
225.
We're using Facebook. Please do not log in right now, Nate Ski. I'm sorry to talk in the airways. I know you don't do that. I'm sorry. Right? The notice just popped up in my face just now. Where's my donuts? Why am I taking over your show, Rob? Take over, Rob.
All right. And Sean, it was actually 12 years, by the way, but that's still a pretty long time.
Say it again, please.
No, he said he known me for 14 to 15 years. I told him it was actually 12 years.
Who's that? The Comfort Zone co-worker?
No, not co-worker.
One of your associates. We'll get back to that. Black Panther in the house.
No, most definitely. Again, like I said, I still was waiting for feedback from this particular question. I said, if you got with somebody, you're a top or you're a bottom, is anal sex penetration a must? If you don't want to answer that one, you can answer this one too. Or do you believe in gender role specifics when it comes to sex?
Those are you reading comments from Facebook?
No, I mean my little cheat sheet. Yeah. So basically, yeah. And then my final one is open relationships versus friends with benefits. Like I said, I definitely would like to hear some of your feedbacks and your comments about that. Like I said, the first one, if you're top or bottom, is anal sex or penetration a must? Do you have to have it? Does it have to take place? And do you believe in gender role specifics when it comes to sex? I'm gonna touch lightly on that right now. Yeah, for a long time I've been fighting. Other people. What up, Wayne? About certain things. Like, granted, again, the laws of attraction, we can't help who we're attracted to, but then why we feel like we get limited. Like, if you don't really want something like to build with somebody, then why do you want that particular sex from that person? Like, that person says, hey, look, I have these standards, and I'm only going to reveal myself or not unlimit myself, basically, to somebody who I feel is worthy of that time. Like, I don't feel like, whether it be top or bottom, I don't feel like I should openly display myself to be something for somebody if it's just for the moment. I mean, I've lived in the moment in my youth, Granted, like I said, yeah, I'm not that old, but still, like, I'm wise. Like, I'm old soul.
You're as young as you feel. If you feel young, you're young.
But my mind is not. My mind, I mean, I still think with the mindset of somebody in my generation, in my age, but my friends, my close friends and my family said I'm old school, I'm old spirit, and they get it like this. Like, look, my name is Leon. Leon's definitely an old school kind of name. Like,
it wasn't your fault. You didn't name yourself.
No, but I like it. I like what my name means and stuff.
You're more like what kind of name? Please. More like a Raquel, not Rakeem, or you don't look like a Leon, right? I had a friend growing up named Leon, but you don't really look. How about Leroy? He's like a Leroy.
I've been called. That's actually one of my nicknames.
Hey, my uncle name is Leroy.
Okay.
I would say Sean.
Yeah, Sean.
I could go for Sean. I could go
for
Sean.
A Daryl.
Okay,
no, my cousin is Taurus. He's Michael. His name is Michael.
You don't look like a Leon, They say I look like Poindexter. That's mine.
Poindexter Tech.
But Sean says open relationships, yes, but not everyone has the mindset to be in one. Nah, again, I totally
Read that
agree.
again?
He said open relationships are he said that yes, but not everyone has the mindset to be in one.
Okay.
Yeah, again, yeah, open relationship is not for everybody, but it's funny because I had people in open relationships try to get me to be, the spice in their cabin. I was like, no. The minute I know you got somebody,
Spice in their cabinet.
because in their cabinets, you keep spice in your spice cabinet.
So you were the spice.
They wanted me to be, but no, I'm sorry. This ingredient you can't buy at the store is exclusive. Either leave the person you with, then come talk to me. But other than that, sorry, not on the menu, not on the option.
So you've always been
No.
relationship oriented.
No. I would say by the time I hit 24, 25, I wanted to just settle and be with, just one person.
And I've always like open, hey, let's all get together. It's all,
Orgy.
All right,
Yeah,
Sean,
no more than 4.
Sean
It's
says,
kinda crazy.
then here's my point. Be single and you can have all the sex you want. Why not go to a sex party? There's plenty of places that cater to sex that you could just go this one, that one, and the next one. I mean, you can have your pick. It's like
I'd rather have people I know than to have 4.
no. How do you get to know these people until you approach them? So approach them, spend time, and then now you know, and now you're not strangers no more.
So you're against adult parties? I won't call them.
No, I'm not against that because here's my point. In my single life, they've been lifesavers. They spared me from sexing somebody who didn't deserve my sex. So I got the option to go pick and choose what I wanted. That was the only place like that, other than that. I mean, granted, I don't go there looking for love, but granted, it's a sex place. You go there looking for sex, but then some people find it odd that I'm not dipping and dabbing in everything because I'm specific. If you're not on the same level, you want something I don't want, sorry, we can't do anything because I'm not willing to be what you're looking for.
But suppose you find at this sex event, right? You find 4 guys plus you, all your type. You wouldn't want to go into saying that
I'm picking the hottest one.
they're all hot. They're all 10 plus.
There's going to be one person I like amongst all of them more than I like the other ones, and that's the one I'm going to pick and curve the other ones. The other ones will only get a shot if I was like, okay, he wasn't good enough, or for some reason they tend to not be consistent. Like they get you for you with that moment, and this is why I don't give my sex out to people, because you're not going to get with me for the moment, get what you want, and then skate on to the next one. Sorry.
I've never had a masculine guy like you break it down the way you do it. It's like, hey, where's the party at?
Yeah, but when you lost so many times and wasted your time with people who weren't worthy.
But they weren't looking for what you're looking for. It was like, hey, where's the party at?
Consistency, here's my point. Okay, find some other hot dude. Then here's my point. There's a reason why you leave them alone and you come chasing after me, because I have a certain quality and aspect that these guys don't have. The only thing that they have over me is they could freely give you what you want when it comes to sex faster than I can. But here's my point. After you're done with them, I become your next target. So how do you explain that? So evidently they're not doing something. I must be doing something. And I'm here minding my business, not even paying nobody no mind. Even just.
Sorry to interrupt. Don't you hate these robocalls? This is one of those, I don't know if it's from India, China, or Russia. I just hate those robocalls interrupting me.
Yeah.
And that's one of the
it messes up your train of thought.
Right. It wasn't even a real call. It was a robocall.
Sean also says, as a bi top, it depends on the day, the situation, etc. As far as
a bi top?
Yeah.
How much it costs? I'll buy it.
Oh my God.
I'm joking. Go on.
He says, etc. as far as penetration, and I totally agree. I would have to actually have a connection, not based on emotions, but I need something to be more established in order for me to want to, give into the, certain sexual acts. But Sean also says variety is the spice of life. Why eat?
Yes.
Why eat chicken every night when there's beef, fish, etc.? But
exactly, Sean.
But an open relationship has rules, boundaries, and requires trust and communication.
Well, just the two main people, we have rules and boundaries. But everybody else you bring to the party is like, hey.
Just like how I said in my.
Look at Charles give me that evil eye. Whatever it's called.
I'm not giving it here. I'm just listening.
No, but here's my point. I definitely want to hear a woman's perspective. Tom, what do you think about open relationship from a woman's perspective? What do you think about open relationships?
If you have 3 men.
Hell no.
You wouldn't do it in a year? You wouldn't do it 3 men? boring.
That's because you ain't had it yet, boo. That's all.
Yo, what up,
There's nothing boring about the
I'm not you boring.
DNA.
No, not
sorry
you
to
to-
tell you.
Not
No.
He said your act is
An
boring.
experience is never boring.
No,
Just say,
your
oh my
philosophy.
God.
Listen, I have
Because you
to
got turned on DNA. You got turned on.
listen. I have to side with Trump. First of all, she's a female Taurus, and Taurus is whether we male or female, we know our shit, and it's never boring.
No,
It's
it's
never
not,
boring.
not charms is boring, but your philosophy of having fun is boring.
You can have fun with one partner. Baby.
One person in 1 year?
Listen, the right
First
person.
of all, you could come home as a different person every night.
DNA, you don't have to worry about getting arrested.
Right.
DNA word.
No, you put it in writing. I won't put up my idea, but you have it in writing that you'll
What up,
agree to interact with each other sexually.
No, I don't. No.
Tell them about the Taurus. I'm gonna let you tell. I really
I don't have anything to say. I'm quiet.
no, but tell them what it is.
I don't
You,
kiss and tell.
no.
You try to say we
No,
can
I'm
do
saying
it.
it's your reason
We don't
as to
name
why
names.
you wouldn't partake in that. I kind of know your reason, but I'd rather let them hear your reason why.
It's not sexy to me watching men together. That's what I feel.
No, I'm talking about would you engage in a threesome?
Would I engage in?
Or no, not a threesome, open relationship.
Oh,
Would you?
no, for what? What's the point? Then why date? Like, just say it's either in a relationship or not, right? And right now, no, why not? I mean, who knows?
Stay single. That's what I'm saying. An open
But in
relationship.
all
Love.
honesty, marriages and relationships go through different phases.
Yes, they do.
So sometimes you and your partner may enjoy participating with somebody else. Each his own. You never know. Right now, I may feel like, hell no, I may be a selfish person, but who knows in the future? I'm like, all right, I'm tired of jumping on the same dick. Like, let's switch it up real quick. Or maybe you want. People change. Relationship changes. You
How
gotta
many
know your
dicks have
partner.
you saw in your life?
Well,
Jesus.
Whoa! What the fuck? What the hell?
No. See, I think most women don't see that many dicks, so they're stuck to that one person. If you see the multiple dicks out there, different choices,
You be
What I will
you be
say is,
surprised.
a woman can't do the same things that a man can do and still be a lady at the end of the day. So there are certain things.
I disagree. What's up to Cardi B? What's up to Little Kim? What's her name?
Nicki
And
Minaj.
again,
What's up?
And
Nicki Minaj.
again, in real life, we're not talking about entertainment life. Let's go back to real, the average young lady. Most women won't engage because they don't want that stigma.
Because society puts stigma on them.
It's not even a society. It's a not a nice feeling being passed around.
Or looked at that, and especially when you're not that.
Tell the strippers that there wouldn't be no business with the strippers if they just wanted one person.
But at the end of the day,
What's up to all my strippers out there?
But remember, some men refuse to settle down with strippers. Like, some people are not open to that. Some people look past the fact that you were once a stripper. As a female, like, it's hard sometimes to date, and people know that you're a stripper. Not everybody's open-minded.
How about an adult entertainment movie?
Again, it is hard sometimes. It is hard. Like, it's not held with hard. But regular James is not held with high regards. That's just that. Entertainers can get away with it because it's TV. We all know it. And they still, as a matter of fact, me and Wiz were having a conversation about a celebrity that was on the radio. He was like, nah, she's been passed around. Yeah, right. I was like, no, she said she only dated 3. He's like, no, she's been passed around. And even in her comments, she was like, well, I've already dated about 3, so, it's really like, I just taboo.
Hey, what's going on, Dahlia?
Right. So women, it's a little different.
No,
But women have seen enough dicks.
You said, okay.
Yeah.
You have enough.
I've had a nice variety.
But I'm just saying, what's the dick pictures in DMs or something? What's next?
Well, I've been dick pictures. Like, I don't like dick pics. I think that's why.
So what if you're dating somebody
I
and
don't like dick pics. I just don't like them.
what if your man wanted you to send a picture of something? He want to see that cat, like he's at work and he needs something to kind of like get his day going.
Man, nah.
So you wouldn't take a picture of the?
I'll take a seductive picture.
Okay, I know it. I can respect that. You know what? I can respect that. I can respect that.
No face.
I'll take a seductive
With a face.
picture. It depends.
No, I do like sexy positions. Yeah, that would be just because I can always see the real deal at home.
You don't see these celebrities with their pictures all over the internet. You gotta be very careful with who you do freaky pictures with.
Well, I was minding my business on, I think it was Twitter, and this body just kept popping up. It was a female. She kept shaking. Did they follow me around or something? I think it was Nicki Minaj. She was playing around in the hotel.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Well, I'm
But
sure.
did you like what you saw?
Well, I mean, I like beauty. I have an appreciation for beauty. I would never have sex with her, but I have an appreciation for beauty.
Was yes or no? Did you like what you saw?
She was giving
Yes
us.
or no?
She was showing us. She was showing us booty. No. She was.
It's a yes or no question. It's not a detailed.
The outfit she had on was sexy. It wouldn't look to me. It would turn me off if the dude had it on, like you say sometimes. But she had it on. She was just giving you the booty. But
Well, at least with the ass, like, was the ass nice looking?
I would never.
No. Yes.
I would.
Did you like it?
I think he liked the ass part because I think DNA strikes me as the ass man.
Well, there's like 3 cute guys in the room with her. I'm going like, hey.
Oh, Jesus.
You're blocking my view. Nikki, you're blocking my view.
So you didn't like the booty shaking?
Well, viewers, please disregard that.
It was just kept following me around Twitter. It was like, who's following me? I was like,
Because DNA likes the booty shaking ladies. Send it on
The jiggle, the jelly.
At what age does, because I listened to a record earlier, at what age do women stop twerking? Is there an age limit? Can you still twerk at 50? Can you still twerk at 65?
It's not could you, it's should you.
Okay, well, should a 65-year-old who's been twerking all her life stop twerking? I'm pronouncing the word right.
Oh, yeah, the only person she should twerk for is her man.
Well, on this record, we played it, it was in our regular rotation, and the lady was talking about, I think it was a reggae record, and it's a good record too, and she was talking about shake it. She didn't sound like a young person, she sounded like an older person, but the way she was just describing what she was doing in the video, and telling the other girls to be in the record, and telling the other ladies in the club, it was like it was a club record. She said, okay, all the ladies on hands, shake it, you know, and I'm sure when they hear that in the club, everybody do it in sync. Like, they all do it together.
I think when you get to a certain stage in life, I don't think that has anything to do with age. Your twerking just changes. The way you twerk is not the same.
It depends on your body and how you feel.
Right, body and ability is a lot when it comes to twerking.
But Rock, when I see guys twerking, it does nothing for me.
Not.
Sit down.
Even if the ass is nice and stuff. Well, no, I'm sorry. I beg to differ. I've seen maybe a few, but they weren't the feminine kind, but they were like there's masculine guys who have a lot of ass and they know how to move their ass just as good.
Twerking does nothing.
No, not twerking, but they just know how to make it like, wow, like I can look at that all day.
Like twerking is a lot of back action. It takes a lot of back.
Just give me a nice, sexy black man with his pants falling off his butt with red underwear.
What about blue? What about blue?
For some reason, I'm not a blood, but red to see it stands out more. I don't know what it is. He's like a red baseball cap. Stands out more. And my mother used to tell me I'm too dark to put on red. But
I love red.
I love red.
Red looks good on black. Red is the black.
That's the stigma. Dark people shouldn't wear bright colors.
That's what I was
You gotta know the right color for your
How
because
could I-
everybody's aura is different. So if your undertone, you gotta know your undertone and what colors work.
See, my personality charm is to break up whatever stereotype there is. I would never go into
smash to the bits.
I would never be like Billy Porter and break all the rules with dresses. That's not my thing. But any other rule like colors, who said I can't wear pink? I'll put pink on if I wanted to.
But that's the stigma that a lot of blacks have suffered with.
And that's why
a lot of doctors for years, you shouldn't wear color. The Caribbean women are better at it, in my opinion, than Black American women.
That's
and we're learning. You
Oh.
know what I mean? Like I had on an orange dress yesterday, the other day. It was smoking.
I'm sure it
It
was.
was smoking, but we're color opposed. I don't know. I couldn't
The word color.
color opposed.
Color.
Yeah,
Color opposed. Yeah.
Even some men are color opposed.
What's
Yeah.
that mean? What's that mean?
That they discriminate against certain colors, basically.
Oh, okay. That's why I take my hat off to Cameron, who
By
broke
the way,
through.
pink.
Yeah, more power to him.
But there were a lot of men who wore
Some
pink.
of them could pull it off. Just like I've say the same thing with
But
belly button
the
rings
color.
and eyebrow rings. It fits certain people, and some people is like, no, take that shit off.
Pink
Yeah, I don't know what those-
color is color. Color does not define you. It just brings out whatever aspects you have. Like we have to move with color.
Just
But then
give
now
me-
we gotta have boundaries when it comes to color too. 'Cause
You gotta be color coordinated, not clashing.
But then sometimes what we think may clash really may work. Like for instance, yellow and red.
classes?
Depends on how you wear it. I saw this man in a yellow suit with red shoes and a red hat. I was like, oh hell no.
Wow.
But sometimes if you see the right skinny jeans and a nice pair of red pumps, it might work.
Sean says, unfortunately, in our society, people slut shame others, which causes individuals not to be themselves. Some people, male or females, have different sex drives. Some have high drives. Others have low sex drives. We should appreciate and love the person. I totally agree. It's really about dealing with that individual and figure like again if that's really where you feel like you want to be at. And I would say yes, it's true that women get a bad rep if they have more than one, or see more than one. Like I say, who made the rules that has to be? But unfortunately, from our societal standards, it's just sad that they get shamed like that. I remember growing up in the '90s. When I used to watch porn, I was one of the very few people on my block, in my neighborhood. We had, the hot box that we could watch, illegal free cable and shit or whatever. And I used to watch porn. They used to show everything about, the female when she do this and do that. The only thing that you didn't see is if she was giving head to a dude. Like you didn't see her actually put her mouth on it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, what kind of fantasy could we use? It was trash back then. I was like, wow, they didn't really use their imagination. So why?
No, I can't. I must get multitask because I'm over here trying to do one thing and you're saying something so profound I can't understand what you're saying. I hate to interrupt, but you were saying something. So can I just hear what you're saying?
I was basically saying.
I think I have a fetish for voice. Is that it?
The wisdom is smooth.
Are you dreaming about his voice?
Do you have a voice fetish?
Are you having a daydream about
Is that
his
possible?
voice?
You have a voice
Yes, you
fetish?
can.
I don't know. I mean,
Anything's possible.
let's ask the viewers. Like, do you think men or females, if they have a certain dialect and the way they talk, do you think that they do you find that attractive about them?
Yeah, there's some people that love Idris Elba. I just mess up his name. Idris Elba. I always mess up his name because of his British accent. It's sexy. Same thing.
Is he black?
Oh, you don't know.
No.
You don't know who Idris?
You don't know who Idris Elba?
You don't know who Idris Elba is?
What movie played it?
What? Wasn't he the first black 007?
No, he's not gonna be it.
Which one was it? He was going to be, right?
He's going to be.
You don't know who Idris Elba is?
Who's the guy from South Africa that had a talk show? Comedy?
No, that's Wayne Brady.
No, you
That's Trevor Noah.
Name up in my
Trevor Noah.
No. The guy from
Trevor Noah is
Trevor
South
Noah.
African.
No, he's sexy.
He's a cutie pie.
is
He makes you laugh without cursing. Trevor, where did you say he was from?
South Africa. Isn't he?
I didn't hear that. I don't know what I
He's
heard.
from South
Y'all
Africa.
guys
Yeah.
killing
I love Trevor
He
Noah.
is- I'm going to South
You
Africa.
haven't watched
Oh
his,
my
you haven't
God.
watched his special, the African American.
I never watched him on TV. I only see him on like he couldn't
It's a
talk
comedy
shows.
show. It's not on TV.
Oh, I never saw that.
Oh God, you will be on the floor. Anyway, I love Trevor Noah. Yeah, he's a cutie pie, right?
Oh, Sean said he was in Luther.
What's Luther? What's that?
I guess it's the name of a movie. I don't.
Oh, he talking about.
I don't watch TV. I don't watch movies. I have all this.
Somebody pull up a picture of Ildris for
Please,
DNA.
yeah. Where's your phone at?
Over there.
Oh, one thing I want to say real quick. You mentioned something about two men don't turn you on, right? Now, I have a lesbian associates, and they told me this. They say lesbian women love seeing black men have sex. I'm going, wow, that's a whole new market for me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know they like seeing adult entertainment of two black men having sex.
I think I know why.
Well, she explained to me why. It's like they're like sort of like, wow, they can do all that, because they have to put the strap on and all that stuff. Whereas the men have the actual dicks. So it's like, darn, we don't have one. But it's like
They can still take classes and say, hey, okay, I'm going to perform in the bedroom. So if I want to be the guy in the bedroom, boom, that's how.
But that was like news to me. I didn't know lesbian women enjoy.
What up, Francisco?
Two men have sex. I didn't know.
There's even some heterosexual women that actually like that idea too. But
I don't even like male strips. Like, it's just a turn off to me. It's a turn off.
So,
Oh, yeah.
well, I'm not into lesbian sex, so maybe it's the same thing. You think?
It's probably.
I can watch a male and a female as long as the male is cute.
But you know what? I feel
Sexy.
like sometimes when it comes to lesbian sex, I like to feel like women are more sensual. Like, I can watch lesbian sex. It's not male sex. I don't know.
But there's some sexual passionate brothers. I mean, granted, I would say this: when it comes to watching porn, I prefer to watch heterosexual porn over gay porn because you know, in my opinion, unless the two dudes are like fly and dope and they act like dudes, I'm not really interested in seeing two dudes roll around and do things because it's like I'd rather see a real show. I'd rather see dudes being dudes.
I'm always missing the good comments from me. Just say it out loud, brother.
Oh, I said,
I can't read your notes. So say it out loud.
I said I like watching two
ready
dudes
to
be
do the
dudes.
You ready to do the Venus versus Mars show?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Time to switch.
All right, well,
Okay, ready.
Yeah,
Okay,
they gym us to 10.
all right.
Okay, so we're overtime. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, we're about out of time. So again, if y'all want, y'all can look back at the log and see, you know, and if y'all want, I could give y'all more details about, you know, this self love. But anyway, we're gonna make way for Venus versus Mars with my girl Charm and my homeboy Wiz.
See, he forgot my name. See, he's so charmed and like.
No, because I was going to say your government, but I was like, wait, did I say that? Because I saw you on the thing, and I almost called you.
That's not me.
That wasn't you?
No,
You wasn't that Wayne?
no, that's another Wayne.
Oh, okay.
I saw it too. I was like, wait, hold on.
He's like, wait, he's talking to me.
You about to say the wrong person?
I also want to give a shout out to my girl Red Spice. She wasn't here this week, so we kind of
What's up, Red Spice?
her time slot. And
We
again,
miss Red Spice down here.
and happy birthday to your beloved girl. You know, hope
Happy birthday.
y'all had a blessed day and y'all, you know, enjoy your day. You know, mother and daughter definitely. But other than that, again, we about to start off.
But Rock,
Venus.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Are there any last Facebook readings or you want to read those notes? Because I think it's only fair to read what the comments real quick.
All right, what up, Marcus? Sean said voices are sexy, male or female, certain accents, the tone. I totally
Rock
agree.
voice is sexy.
Have a great night, everyone. Thank you, Sean. And
I'm
thank
only
you for...
joking, Calvin.
Oh, you on Facebook right now? You doing all that thing? He caught you out there.
That's on radio. That's on radio. So any more Facebook logs?
No, also it was prepare for cancer season. I don't know what my next topic is going to be, but I might leak something, you know, throughout the week. But anyway, Venus versus Mars is about to start. I want to say thank you for your support, and tune in next week, 6:30.
Anything on YouTube, Wiz?
Nah.
No comments? Okay, so if we missed your comment, we apologize. We have to switch over. We're running overtime, and let's switch over, Wiz. With all the pauses
It's
on the camera.
Venus versus Mars.
Radio, we're turning on some music for you guys. Who we got on the turntables? I think I see Nicki Minaj.